What are the odds that a 62nd round draft choice who was selected as the 1,390th player taken that year would wind up in the Hall of Fame? Well, Mike Piazza accomplished that feat. He still remembers when one of the greatest hitters in baseball history came by his house while he was still in high school to discuss hitting. The visitor's name was Ted Williams.
It was pretty amazing to me. It all happened so quickly, and it was a tremendous surprise. And he was doing a card show in the area, and through my father's friendship with Eddie Liberatore, Eddie's a good friend of Ted, and he had a couple hours in the morning before he signed, and he came over, and I warmed up the machine and took some hacks for him.
What were you, 16?
Yeah, I was about 16 years old, and just tremendously excited, and he was asking me questions, and I was so nervous I couldn't even answer. I mean, I was just like in awe, but from what I understand, he was very impressed, and it was just a tremendous impact on me.
And he stressed to you the mental importance of the game, didn't he, in the hitting?
Yeah, he told me more or less, he says, you have the physical tools, you have the strength, you have the quick hands, the bat speed, but that's only 50% of the battle. The other 50% is making adjustments and how good you are at recognizing pitches and situations. And so that's something, like I said, is something I've took to heart and something I've tried to work on.
Were you reading Ted Williams' book, or had you read it at the time on hitting?
Yeah, I have read it at the time. I was just I guess you could call a student of hitting, and I read Ted Williams' book and Charlie Lyle's book, and tried to take little bits and pieces of information from those texts and try to put them into practice.
And as I understand the story, and you mentioned Ed Liberatore, at that time he was a Dodger scout, I understand that Ted Williams said, if I were a scout, I'd sign you today.
Yeah, that's what he said, and we have a videotape, a home videotape of the whole day, and it's something I take out every now and then and watch for inspiration, and actually pick up a couple of things and things that I didn't understand at the time that he was telling me. I could go back now as a professional and see exactly what he was talking about. So it's been a tremendous help for me, and it's something like I said, I still enjoy to watch.
What were some of those tips?
More or less on dealing with pitches inside and just overall situations and visualizing and I talked to Ted Williams. Obviously, I've talked to Joe DiMaggio at a banquet one time, and the most important thing that they seem to tell me about hitting is not to be intimidated. And that's something I think where a lot of people don't understand. They're so bent on fundamentals and elbows and where your head is and hips and legs and everything, but they don't understand that obviously I think hitting is a tremendously mental thing to do, and it's something you have to be very a tremendous amount of concentration you have to have, and I think that's something that's overlooked.